just walk off then. Ah, Entschuldigung. Excuse me. Are you alright? Stupid question, really. That brute walked straight into you and then didn't even apologize. And all your groceries are all over the street. Would you like any help? No, I don't mind, really. Here, please. Are you alright? I mean, this is probably not a fun moment in your day, but I mean, physically, you aren't hurt. Good. Nothing breakable in here, I hope. No eggs. Good. Some of this vegetation might be a bit bruised, but hopefully everything's alright. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, it is heavy, isn't it, all of this? Let's get a look at you. Oh, sorry, I'm a touchy sort. Should have asked. You don't mind if I just straighten your shawl? There. You sure you're alright? No scraped knees? Well, if you say so, but you may want to check them out when you get home. I'm sort of going to have to insist. That probably sounds strange. You're bleeding, love. No, nothing serious. You're fine. Just, you might want to. Well, you will want to, give those a bit of a wash, patch yourself up a bit. They're not sore. No, I imagine they are, yes. How could I tell? Well... You haven't realized. The ears weren't a giveaway. What if I give you a big old smile? Friendly, I promise. I don't bite, unless asked. Sorry, I'm terrible. You thought I was an elf? Darling, no. No, though flattered. You thought so. I'd love that complexion. Alas, vampire. I hope that isn't a problem. Good. People can be, funny about it. You'd think by now humans would be used to all of it existing, but... Well, not even just humans, to be honest. Plenty of other creatures aren't too fond of my kind. Suppose it's the whole drinking blood thing. It's not like we chose it, though. And you lot eat meat. Well, maybe not you specifically, but... It's not any different. Just because you may eat meat, or humans may eat meat, doesn't mean you kill to get the meat. Therefore does not mean that I kill to get blood. Plenty of people give it willingly. And plenty of butchers do now keep it on hand. Sorry if that's graphic to think about. But how is it any different if I go down there to get some blood? than a human going down there to get food. People really do have funny notions in what makes one monstrous, don't they? Ah, your basket, yes. Like I said, it is rather heavy. I don't mean this as an insult, but are you sure you can manage? What with your knees now all sore? And if you insist, I shall leave you alone. I do not mean to insult you or imply that you can't carry it, merely that I can see you're a little shaken up. Honestly, some people don't have manners these days. And I understand some people are in a rush, maybe he had some terrible news, but you can stop and apologize. Frankly, he should be paying for you to have new food, but... Well, I could have followed him and demanded an apology, but I figured it would be better to help you out. Well, like I was saying, I could give this back. I will give it back, obviously, but I mean, if you would like... It is a little dark already. Someone to walk you home. Again, no pressure, darling, and of course, like I said, you don't know me. You probably shouldn't accept to be walked home by strangers. Perhaps not all the way to your house, then, if you don't want to reveal where you live, which is completely understandable. But at least some of the way, maybe. So you don't have to carry this thing all the way home. I really don't mean to make you uncomfortable. But... May I be correct in the presumption that this whole situation, being knocked to the ground, is sort of your final straw for the day, or week, or year? I mean, if this is enough to upset you this much, there's nothing wrong with that, but... You do seem upset. If you'd like a little company, I can be excellent company, so I'm told. And I can behave if my mannerisms are too much for you. Oh, sweet thing. I can't help but make people blush, it's in my nature. Oh, that flush looks quite lovely on you. You sure I can't take this out of your hands for just a couple streets? Alright, but the moment you are not comfortable with me accompanying you any further, merely let me know. You can tell me to piss off. It's fine, really. Which way are we going? Right. You can link arms with me if you'd like. Sorry, I'm incorrigible. But I truly mean, if it makes you feel any safer. Poor pretty thing like you walking down these streets at dusk on your own. Though appearances can be deceiving, you may be quite skilled in the art of combat, for all I know. But, even I don't like walking along here on my own. Well, I suppose less so now, post-transformation and all of that. But if I was human, a lot of things are faster than you. I shouldn't say things like that. I don't mean to make you worry. I'm sure you're perfectly safe. Sorry. Why come out shopping so late, anyway? You meant to do it earlier and lost track of time. There's nothing wrong with that. We all have interests and hobbies and activities that we can get passionate about, yes? Even if it's not that, some people have a harder time, what's the phrase? Are more blind to how much time has passed, yes. It's not as if you did it intentionally. I can only hope that with coming out so late that they still had some nice, fresh stock of food and you weren't left with scraps. Oh, God. Otherwise, I might have had to offer to cook you dinner. I told you I'm incorrigible. Of course, not seriously, actually. You probably shouldn't go around inviting people you've only just met inside of your home. As much as I know I'm fine, you don't. So, frankly, I would tell you it's best if you turn me down. Just so you don't get into the habit. People can be deceiving, sadly. There's plenty of people who are awfully charming, but are actual beasts underneath. And by beast, I do mean a horrible person, not non-human. Like me. So you think I'm charming? Sorry. No, I'm not teasing you because you're human. I'm teasing you because it's in my nature. If it makes you uncomfortable, I can stop. But with the way you're flustered... No, I'm just out to clear my head. We're not... I suppose we are nocturnal, but we don't have to be, and what with new creams and things that exist, it's getting easier for vampire kind to have a peek at the sun every now and then. Well, I can't go out in full blaring sunlight. At least not without covering myself in ointments. I don't like the sensation on my skin. I do like taking care of myself, but, I don't think... Well, I think those creams are seen as more medicinal, and so they don't always smell the best. And heightened sense of smell and all. But coming out at sunset lets me have a look at a world I used to know better. Just out for a stroll, yes. Hush. It doesn't matter whether or not I live anywhere near you. I don't mind taking a detour. Especially not to help out such a sweet little thing. Sorry, I don't mean to call you little to imply you are actually smaller than me. Just, well, there's not any human alive that is older than me, so that's what I mean by it. You flatter me. No, I've been around a while. You are sweet. And finding you like that, crawling around on the floor like a little mouse. Poor thing. It's really no skin off my nose. I like helping others out. Please don't worry about it. I have quite literally an infinite number of evenings. And sunset strolls. I don't mind spending this one with some new, pleasant company. Of course I find you pleasant company. May I inquire, and you can tell me to stop being nosy, that it's none of my business, but as to whether or not you are lonely, or unused to having company on your walks. I wouldn't say that obvious, just... I think when you've been alive as long as I have, and you can sense loneliness in people, when you've grown so used to it yourself. See, you're a charmer as well. You would have thought someone with my attitude has lots of friends. I'm not alone, don't worry, but for a long time I was. I think that's just how it goes at the beginning, you know? Everyone that you know, you knew when you were human, you'll outlive them. Friends, family, enemies. And you have to start anew. And not every species is immortal. It's not always the easiest to find more of your kind. I never found that many vampires who liked me. It's alright. To be honest, I never found that many other vampires. Well, now I get to meet people like you. No, I'm not from here, can you tell? What gave it away? No, I quite like it here, though. It's very pretty. Yes, the city, too. That's definitely what I meant. I'm sorry. Ugh. Honestly, see, I think this is why I have such trouble having anyone put up with me. And I understand it, not everyone likes being, well, talked to like that, complimented. And there's nothing wrong with that, and I respect people's boundaries the moment that you tell me to stop saying such things. I can rein it in. Honestly, what I can't stand is people who do act like me. Are friendly, or I suppose you could say flirty a little. And then say that it's just who they are. Because, well, it's just who I am, but if someone's uncomfortable with it, I can stop. I've not been brainwashed into acting like this. I still have control over myself. No, anyone who says that being physically affectionate or flirtatious or anything like that is something they can't rein in because it's just how they are, I call that bullshit. For lack of a better word, I hope you don't mind the language. They absolutely can't stop. They're just choosing not to. Because they don't respect other people enough. But rest assured, the moment you tell me to stop saying such things, I shall. But you haven't yet, so I think you might like it. No, I suppose I'm a bit of an acquired taste, maybe. Or maybe not. I don't think people get used to me. I think it's more you sort of either instantly love me or hate me sort of thing. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't made you uncomfortable. Ah, is this... We're close to your home. Well, like I said, there is absolutely no pressure to actually reveal where you live to me. So if you're certain you can take it from here... Well, it has been lovely meeting you, little mouse. Sorry. I hope you don't mind the nickname. I thought it quite fitting. You can come up with one for me if you'd like. Sorry. I don't mean to be presumptuous. Of course, you can go on your way, but out of curiosity, are you, there's a sort of arts and crafts artisan market thing that happens, every other Sunday. It's a mix of people making their handmade goods, whether that's toys, clothes, accessories, jewellery, but also some food. I always try and go. It would be nice to see you there. Not offering out of pity. I mean, you've been pleasant company. You said you don't have an awful lot of friends, and while I'm not alone, I would like to meet more people in the area. Have an excuse to cook for more than just two. I like making food. It would be an honor to feed you. Especially a human. Far more things I could get you to eat. There's no pressure, of course, and it's a public event, so I'm not trying to get you alone or anything, but if I've not made you too embarrassed to want to be near me again, it'd be lovely to see you there. I'm sure it won't be too hard to find me. I do sort of stick out. What with my hair and everything. No, not too many people are redhead. I suppose it's more orange, but that's the word people use. Oh, the clothes, yes. Well, if I'm going to live forever, frankly, even if I had a human lifespan, I'm going to do it wearing whatever I please. It's alright if not everyone is into clothes and fashion, but I quite like using it to express myself. Again, no pressure though. Just. This has been nice. So, if you do show up, I'll mostly be hanging around in the sort of group. The stalls buy food, arts and crafts and toys and fashion and whatnot, so you'll probably find me hanging around the fabrics and fashion. Or if there's anything with cinnamon. Well, like I said, no pressure. I will admit I'll be a little sad if I don't see you there, but you don't have to worry about me. But if you wanted a reason to get out of the house, the office there. The office there, even if you don't want to see me there. If you've never been, it's a wonderful little market. Oh, I didn't even say where it was. I presume you know where the town hall is. Yes, so the whole sort of courtyard and stairs area in front of it is where it's held. Yes, I think it's quite a lovely event. One of my favourite things about living here. Well, I suppose I should give you your basket back. There you go. And, perhaps I shall see you at the market. Again, no pressure and no hard feelings. If I don't see you. You'll consider it. Well, I can ask for nothing more. Have a pleasant rest of your evening, little mouse. Perhaps I'll see you again. Thank you all so much for watching, my lovelies. A reminder that custom audio and art commissions are currently open. Make sure you read my rules and message me to discuss your idea before ordering a commission. Links are in the description as always. I also have a Patreon. If everyone who subscribed to me here gave just £1 a month over there, that would help me out a lot, allow me to move out and keep making audios. Rewards of being a patron of mine include access to my Discord, ad-free streaming and downloads of my audios, the ability to leave audio requests, and 2 exclusive spicy audios a month depending on the tier. I also stream on Twitch most Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes other days of the week, and I have an Etsy shop called Empty Masks where I sell fan art and original art. My Etsy shop also has stickers and other merch of my original audio characters under the The Vampire Prince section of my shop. Thank you so much to my new patrons. My new fledglings, Karate SVT, Kathleen, Cult Drafts, Liam, Herity, Jack, Luke Cleveland, Harley Brain, Luna Demia, Ghost Orion, Panda Sushi 46, Quinn, Crystal Rose, Mid Romiel, Peach Sweetheart 56, Gender is Useless, Sid, Simba Sweet, Jay, Nikolai, Madison Waite, Victor Agreste, Barnell, Grumpy Beetle, Jaybird, R, Fox, Vague Characteristic, Suzuki Luna, Ollie, Fifi, Koi, D, Asterix, Lisa Peasy, Enna Wenaware, Marina Diaz, Anxious Mess Always, Emily, Twilight, Flynn, Baby, Moscowlem, Kinga Noak, Angie, Distracted Demon, Sickly Submarine, Phoenix, Delicate Disaster, Grace, Anonymous Bean, Victor Eric Fade, X Felix, Heather Valaday, Blue Roses, Luca Warmanhaven, Molotov Cookies, Day, Finn, Mars, Patricia Abraham, Arvin Joke, Finn, Audrey Giglets, Gremlin, Laura, Walking Toaster, London Barnes, Tilda, Mart Kristen Heldel, Lisha 07 and Abigail Dawes. And my new familiars, Ezzy, F. Stevenson, and Al Braun.